would you rather find out early on in the relationship if this person is for you, or would you rather wait 5-10 years down the line? I mean, there's so many red flags sometimes we spot in relationships, but we tend to pin it down as mistakes or misunderstandings, mainly because we really like this person and would rather it's just a mistake, or it's down to a stupid little misunderstanding between two partners. Sometimes that's what it is, but sometimes, or when it happens repeatedly, it may be a sign that there's something quite wrong with the relationship, and that's a red flag. Red flag sign number 1: when your partner stops making an effort. Okay, so this is like imagine like maybe when you met this person, they used to take you out all the time. They used to spend time with you, take the weekends off, and you guys used to go out for the weekends and do things together. And all of a sudden, everything changes, and this person is suddenly become busy, does not really have time, stops making the effort they used to make at the beginning of the relationship. That's a major red flag sign. Either the person is losing interest or just taking you for granted, which means eventually the attraction for you will fade as well. Red flag sign number 2: when your partner acts like you're not enough. Okay, so what does this mean? This is like when your partner starts to compare you to other people. For instance, if it's a lady, she would say to you, haven't you seen Sally's husband? He takes them on holiday twice a year. He does this for them. He does this for his wife. He does that for his wife. I don't know why you can't be the same. Or if it's a man, he would say, did you see John's wife? Oh, John's wife allows him do this. Oh, John's wife is this. She's great. She works at this. Oh, she looks so good. Oh, maybe you should start doing the same diet, taking the same diet as she is. Or maybe you should start working out like she is, or something. When your partner starts to act like who you are is not good enough for them, it's a major red flag. I mean, there's healthy comparison, and there's just the unhealthy ones that makes you feel like you're not enough for the person. Red flag sign number 3: when your partner wants you to change and become a different person for them. Okay, so this is like a major red flag sign, because naturally, if you love somebody, you should love everything about them. What love is I accept everything, your good and your bad sides. I accept everything about you. So when your partner is constantly asking you to change, that means there are parts of you that is unacceptable to them. So they're trying to mold you into what they want you to be, or what they feel is ideal, which is like a major red flag. It's not real, it's fake. Flag sign number 4: when your partner makes important decisions without factoring you into consideration. Okay, so this is like really, really big, because so imagine, I can only tell through example, really. So imagine like, for instance, your partner gets a job in another country and does not even discuss it with you, and you're seeing it on his social media status, or her social media status, or whatever it is, that, oh, guess what, guys, I'm moving to the States, or I'm moving to Paris, and this person hasn't even factored you, hasn't even spoken to you about it, or your partner says to you, I bought a house, like I bought a studio flat, and you're thinking, I thought we're getting married, why would you invest in a studio flat rather than invest in a flat or a house? This is when the other person makes very important life decisions and does not factor you into it. It means they don't really see you in their future. That's why they're not even discussing it with you or running it by you. Red flag sign number 5: they don't acknowledge your special days. Okay, so this is like you have a partner, right? And they don't remember your birthdays, they don't remember your anniversaries, let's just even put it down to birthdays or important dates in your life. When your partner, if you mean a lot to somebody, they would keep things like that in mind. They would keep your birthdays in mind because they want to do something great for you. They would keep important dates in mind. But when you're the one that has to remind your partner like the next day that, did you know that yesterday was my birthday? And they don't even remember. That means you're not a priority in their lives, and it's a major red flag. Red flag sign number 6: when you're not sure where the relationship is going. Okay, this is another major red flag, because first of all, keep in mind, if somebody wants you around on long-term basis, they won't keep you guessing. So if a man or woman wants to be with you on long-term basis, they will not keep you guessing. You will know where the relationship is going. So this is like when you ask your partner about meeting the parents and they freak out, or when you ask your partner anything personal about their families and they freak out, and they turn it into, they blow up the smoke and mirrors and they start to argue with you and start to fight. Then you know there's an issue. They don't really see you in their future, and that's why it's such a big deal. If somebody wants you in their future, it won't, before you ask, they're giving up that information. They want you to meet everybody around them. They want you to know their family, because they can't just stop gushing about you. So if they're not doing that, that may be a red flag. Red flag sign number 7, when your partner complains incessantly. Now this is a red flag, because if your partner constantly complains about everything you do and nothing you do is ever good enough, this is obviously, there's a problem with the relationship. Obviously they want something else or something more, and you're not able to give that to the person. So that's something to look out for in the relationship. Obviously there's a major problem somewhere. Red flag sign number 8, when your partner would rather be with their friends or colleagues or at work or alone or reading a novel rather than be with you. That's a major red flag sign, obviously. Red flag sign number 9, when the relationship is toxic. Okay, so what does this mean, right? Like, if all you guys do is fuss and fight all the time, obviously there's a major problem with the relationship. It's obviously dwindling down. I mean, every relationship has its ups and downs. People have misunderstandings, but when it happens repeatedly, there's obviously a problem somewhere, and maybe that relationship is not for you. Red flag sign number 10, when you cannot turn to your partner for help. Okay, so this is like the worst red flag sign for me, right? Because I mean, if your partner is the last person you think about when you need help, because you can't think of anything nice they've ever really done for you, or you know that when you call them they're just never going to be there, that's a major red flag sign, and that just means that person is not for you. I'm sorry, there's no other way about it, because you know your partner should be the first person you want to turn to when you need help, or when you need support, or when you need something. But if you're unable to do that with this person, then definitely, I mean, that's major, and that's a major red flag sign. So anyway, these are the 10 red flag signs I have to today, and I do wish you well. Have a lovely week. I mean, like I said before, it's always better to figure out early on in the relationship if this person is for you, rather than figure out 10 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line. That's like a whole lot of years wasted. So do have a lovely week. I do love you all. Peace out. Have a lovely week. Namaste.